Assalamu alaikum, ahlan wa sahlan. When you look at the board, we see ismul fa'il, which means active participle. And when you look at this side, you see ismul maf'ul, which means passive participle. What this means, we have already discussed this in a previous episode link placed above. But today we also want to bring a lot of words which fall under these two categories. Before we move on to this, if you have not subscribed to our channel, hit right away on the subscription button to be part of our large family, and do consider joining our membership to get members only perks. Now, we said previously that ismul fa'il means active participle, and this in a simple word, it means words which represents the performer of an action. Can I give an example of this? Of course, we have the word sarikun, which means a thief. This word is gotten from the action word verb saroko. Saroko means he stole. The performer of this action is the person who steals. So what do we call him? We simply call him sarikun. And how did we come to sarikun? It is by simply adding alif to the first letter of the verb. With this, you are done forming sarikun, and you got sarikun. Another word to come under this pattern is the word rosaba. Rosaba means he stole. He failed. To get the failure, the person who failed, you simply add alif after the ro, and you got rosibun. If we have the word failure, it means somebody who fails. The other word we can form is the word katibun, a writer. This is gotten from the word kataba, he wrote. A writer will now be katibun. This is very easy. Coming to the second column, which is the ismul maf'ul, this simply represents the person who received the action being performed, and it is called the passive participle because the word is formed from the passive verb, which is, for example, suriko. Suriko means it was stolen. It was stolen, or he was stolen. From this word, we can simply say masurukun. Masurukun is the name, is the noun representing what is being stolen or who is being stolen. The other word we have is the word rosaba, marusub, defiled, if this is defiled. Or we have the word maktubun, maktubun, what is being written. So these are like opposite. Katibun, the writer, maktubun, what is being written. We have alimun, then ma'lumun, ma'lum, what is being known. Jahilun, an ignorant person. Majhul, what is being neglected. Do you understand? So this is the summary of the topic of ismul fa'il and ismul maf'ul. To learn more about this, then stay tuned from beginning to the end, as we shall bring a host of other relating words or verbs to form the ismul maf'il and the ismul maf'ul from. Now moving on to our book, here we have the third exercise of the lesson 4 of our book, Durusul Lughat al-Arabiyyah. And as I've always said, for those of us who have not purchased their copies, you can simply hit on the subscription on the description box to get the link there and download your copy, so you can always follow us when we are in our lessons. We have Sug Asma al-Fa'ilina min al-Af'al al-Atiyah. We are to form the active participles from the following verbs. Now we have al-fi'lu. Under al-fi'lu we have the verbs that we are to form, and beside it we have ismul fa'il, that is the active participle. The first one we have is qatala, he killed. Yaqutulu, he is killing. To simply form the active participle, you add alif to the first after the first letter, and you have qatilun, a killer. That is very easy. Qatala, he killed. Qatilun, a killer. The second is jahila yajhalu. Jahila, he becomes ignorant. You understand? From this, to get an ignorant person, you say jahilun. You say jahilun murakkabun. Jahilun, an ignorant person. Is that not easy? That's very easy. We have the word raka'a. He bowed during the prayer. Yaraka'u, he's bowing. So raki'un, someone who bows. We have jalasa, he sat. Yajilisu, he is sitting. Jalisun, a sitter. Next we have shahida, he witnessed. Yashhadu, he is witnessing. You have shahidun, a witness, someone who witnessed. Now we have la'iba. He played. Yal'abu, he's playing. Then what do you have? Good. You have la'ibun, a player. That is very easy. So when next you recite your Quran and you see words coming under the pattern of la'ibun, shahidun, you simply know, oh, these are asma'ul fa'ilin, active participles representing the performer of the action. Now we have sa'ala. Sa'ala. He questioned, he asked. Yes, alu, he's asking. Then it will be sa'ilun, a questioner, someone who asks. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, sa'ala sa'ilun bi'adhabin waqi'. A questioner is asking concerning the coming punishment, the punishment which is sure. So you can see sa'ilun, a questioner, sa'iluna, questioners. Now we have akala, he ate. Yakulu, he's eating. Akilun, a voracious, an eater, someone who eats, eater. MashaAllah. Next we have alima, he knew. Ya'alamu, he is knowing. So it will be alimun, a knower, someone who knows. Next we have sajada, he prostrated. Yes, judo, he is prostrating. The prostrator will now be sajidun. Sajidun, he's a prostrator. Who is sajidun? He's someone who prostrates. Can you see? That is very easy because all of them are coming in the same pattern. And you can bring your own words to form under this pattern. And with this, you move on. Next, we have rokiba. He rode. Yarokabu, he's riding. A rider, my friend, will be called good. Rokibun, a rider. Rokibun. Who are Rakibu Sayyara? He's the rider of the car. Rakibu Shahina, he's the rider of the truck. Rakibu Ajala, he's the rider. Do we call them riders? He's the rider of the wheel, of the wheelbarrow, mashallah. Or araba, of the araba, the barrow, mashallah. Next we have Khodama, he served. Yakhdumu, he is serving. It will be Khadimun, a servant. Can you see? Wow, Arabic is so sweet. Oh my God. Yakhdumu, he's serving. Khadimun, a servant. From here we have Khadimu Rasulullah, the servant of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Who is he? Anas bin Malik. Next we have Kariha, he hated. Yakrahu, he's hating. A hater, what do we call him? Karihun. Anta Karihu, you're a hater. Next we have Akola, he sensed, he is sensible, like. Yakilu, he is reasoning, like. Then Akilu, someone who is sensible. Next we have Baro'a, he detached himself, like Baro'a, when you run away from something. Yabora'u, he's detaching himself. So Bari'un, someone who runs away. So from this verse, from this word we have Bara'atu minallahi wa rasuli. You can see Bara'atu minallahi wa rasuli. MashaAllah. So now we have Bari'un. Last word we have Amaro. He commanded. Ya'muru. He is commanding. So the commander is called Amir, the person who commands. Is this not very easy? Of course, it is very, very easy. Under here we have short sentences, and from these sentences you are to bring out the asmaul fa'ilin, that is the active participles from these verbs. Where are they? We have ayin asmaul fa'ilin, indicates them. Number one, we have man qatilu Ali. Man qatilu Ali radiyallahu anhu, who is the killer of Ali. This is simple. Qatilun is the word there. Qatilun, the killer. Number two, we have la tanhari sa'il. Do not scold the beggar. Don't scold the one who begs. So the word is as-sa'il, the beggar. From sa'ala, sa'il, beggar, one who asks. Number three, we have aladayka shahidun ala ma taqul. Do you have a witness over what you are saying? So shahidun is the active participle. Next we have al-majusiyu abidun nari. The fire worshipper is al-majus. Al-majus, the majus is a fire worshipper. So the word abidun, worshipper. From there we have abid, that is worshipper. If it's a female, you have abidatun, a female worshipper. Next we have dhalika rajulu jalisu, that man sitting. So al-jalisu, the man who is sitting. Amam al-mihrab, in front of the mihrab. A mihrab is a place where they normally a secluded place for prayer where the normally puts a direction to Qibla. Alimun Kabirun is a great scholar. Alimun from the word alima, scholar, mean Afghanistan, from Afghanistan. So the two words here are al-jalisu, the sitter, al-alimu, alimun, who is the knowledgeable person. You can see. Number 6, we have ala-ibun kurrata qadamin anta. Are you a player of football? La-ibu, from the word la-iba. MashaAllah. Next we have dhonnul aqili, the certainty, the doubts of a sensible person. Khayrun min yakinil jahili is better than the certainty of an ignorant person. The doubts of someone who is sensible, it is better than the certainty of one who is ignorant. You can see the word al-aqilu and al-jahilu, they are the asma'ul fa'ilin. Number 8, we have fa'altu dhalika wa ana karihun lah. I did that while I hated it. So karihun, a hater. While I'm a hater of it. Number 9, we have Fatihul Andalusi, Tariq ibn Ziyad. The one who conquered Andalus, a town called Andalus, he is Tariq ibn Ziyad. So Fatihu from the word Fataha, Fatihu, MashaAllah. So, next we have an Anas ibn Malik radiyallahu anhu qal. On the authority of Anas ibn Malik, may Allah be pleased with him, he said, Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Ya'ti ala nasi dhamanun. A time will come to the people. Time will come to the people. Asabiru fihim, when the patient among them, asabiru, the patient among them, this is the word. Ala dinihi, over his religion. The one who is patient over his religion, kalqabidi ala jamri, is like someone who is holding a hot coal. Allahu Akbar. The Prophet is saying that a time will come when somebody who resists the pressure of from the anti-religious people will be like somebody who is holding the jamr, that is a hot coal, hot coal. Allahu Akbar. So a time will come like this, that you who is trying to maintain the standard of al-Islam, it will be so difficult for you to do like somebody who has to hold on to a hot coal. So be patient. So the two words here are as-sabiru and al-qabidu. As-sabiru, the one who is patient, al-qabidu, the one who is holding. That's why we say, Allah said in the Quran, Wallahu al-qabidu wal-basitu. Allah is the withholder, wal-basitu, and He is the extender. Qabidu, mashallah. Lastly, we have Qala ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran that yuriduna an yakhruju minan nar. Those who have entered the fire, they would want to come out of the fire. وَمَا هُمْ بِخَارِجِينَ مِنْهَا, and they will not be able to come out of it. وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ مُقِيمٌ, and they will have a stable punishment, an unflinching punishment. So you can see the word بِخَارِجِينَ, kharijin, all of them will not be able to come. So kharij means someone who goes out. Kharijun, people who go out. So kharijina, mashallah. With this, we come to the end of this lesson, and when next we meet, we'll also be taking the second part, which is Ismul Maf'ul. Stay tuned always. If you've not subscribed to our channel, hit on the subscription button. Do not forget to like, share with your friends, and drop your comments on the comment section. Let's know where you are watching from, and do make sure you hit on the join button to be part of our membership to get members only perks. Until we meet again, I say Jazakumullahu khairan for always staying behind. Until then, Assalamu alaikum.